Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to Broken Sword for the Angel of Death. Let's continue. So, we're hearing the music through a doorway. I suspect it's probably right here and right there. Let's look at the rest of this room first, though, before we immediately open the secret passageway. We heard in the background of behind another door that somebody was apparently being tortured at an extremely fast rate because he was hearing sounds of many different torture implements going back and forth. Alright, so we have these keys. Let's take the keys from the... So we've got the keys now from this meat grinder. Let's look around here.
I can hear music coming from somewhere. But where? Aha!
It's upstairs. Interesting. So I bet, if I was to guess, we're going to pick up this trash can and use it as a lift with the forklift. Let's look at everything. Kind of feels like we're going to be really quick with this. Seriously? I'm just going to push it? I guess it's on wheels. And I guess that works. Wasn't really expecting that. I figured I'd just use the... drive the forklift forward. Now, doesn't seem like there's anything to click on here. And here we've got some more trash. There's something confusing about this trash bins also. Like, is there a doorway or something that would, I don't know, let the sanitation department pick up this trash? There's some basic, like, construction things missing here that don't make sense. That, like, here, let's stand here. Yeah, I guess that's where the gate would open and that would happen. Now, let's look at our items. We have the salami. Do we want to put the salami in the grinder? Doesn't seem like there's anything you can do with the grinder after we got the key.
Nothing's happened. The bone cruncher isn't firing up.
A bone cruncher. This with this.
I put the keys back into the bone cruncher.
Salami with the bone cruncher. What did I use the salami with? The trash bin. I think I used it with the trash bin. Alright. We'll come back and get the keys in a second. How am I going to lift the thing?
Well, well, well. Empty. Apart from an electronic card reader.
And we don't have an electric card. Alright. And I doubt there is one in the salami. So maybe I can climb on the back of the forklift, which after it's been lifted. Nope, nope. Don't do that, game. Camera is moving quite a bit here. We're nowhere in the game, by the way. It's probably pretty obvious to that fact. We haven't even begun. But we know we're going to do more with
The safety key fits the lock
New
on the
York,
forklift.
at least. So, if I climb up here, and climb up here, and climb up here, maybe I can just reach through the window and grab the key card.
So then the bum tries to tell me it was my boys that screwed up. Huh? Everybody knows my boys are the best. Ain't that right, Mr. Spalacci, sir?
So I am told.
That's why you hired me.
Apparently.
Anyways, Tony's got cold feet now. Ain't that right, fellas?
That's right, Mr. Fingers, sir.
I guess he's gonna be, hanging around a long time before, another job comes his way.
You crack me up, Mr. Fingers.
You see?
It's a
Messing
bad
with
name.
my wife I could deal with, but screwing my business, why, that's personal. So, anyhow, Mr. Spalacci, sir.
Badly
Here
animated
we
grating
are.
in front of this.
Manuscript safe and sound. Filed under F. F for found. Clever, huh?
So much better than F for failure, don't you think? Or G for garrote, or H for hanged himself, huh?
Very, very funny, Mr. Spalacci, sir. Yes, very funny.
I've got to find a way to get those guys out of there.
So it seems... Let's see, let's put the salami here.
I've got no reason to try that.
Well, I figured it might get their attention. Fireproof blanket, maybe?
That won't work here.
This with this.
I am not gonna do that.
I figured we'd start the building on fire. But see, all you have is look at and look
It's the air
through.
vent for Finger's office.
Wow, just jump down, why don't you? Okay. I wanted to take the key. Can I not have the key back? Come on. Alright, use it to go up. And then right click it to pick up the key. Alright. Alright. So it seems kind of like we're gonna have the exact same style of bad guy. Put this back in here, I guess.
I put the keys back in the bone cruncher.
You know what? Just take the keys with me. Because I've got to figure some other things out. This with this.
Using that won't work.
We've got a salami, fireproof blanket.
That's not such a good idea.
And we've got a pen. And we really don't have much of anything else. And see, this was the door that the guy was getting tortured behind.
Locked. I wonder if what's happening in there has something to do with this Tony character.
Can I use the machine safety keys on that?
Using that won't work.
No. So we've got this big open area. And we've got those pigs over here. But... Come on, actually walk through the door. Ah! This is now open. It wasn't open before. And see, that's totally unfair for the game to do stuff like that. but it's kind of the second time this has happened also, where we've had to leave an area and come back. Alright. So I'm gonna open this and find somebody.
The handle's very hot. I nearly melted my fingers to it.
Alright, so fireproof blanket on the door.
Perfect.
And let's look.
A collection of logs is smoldering in the tray. The smell of burning wood brings back so many memories. Maple and cedar on Grandpa's barbecue. Birch being cleared by the loggers up behind old Jed's cabin. The school roof burning merrily on that hot summer's day. I still contend I had nothing to do with that very unfortunate accident.
So let's grab some meat.
There's meat hanging from the ceiling, dripping fat onto the floor. The smell's powerful and the heat's intense. Grandpa Stobbart's home distillery all over again.
Let's go ahead and pick it up.
Ugh. Well, the fat from the meat is disgusting. I'm gonna need industrial soap to get this off.
Did I get some? Salami. With this? And I can't pick up any of the wood, so...
There's meat hanging from the ceiling, dripping fat onto the floor.
So we've got fat. Fireproof blanket on the meat. I saw something over here. We had this. I could have sworn there was another.
I'm greased up already, so I don't need to touch it again.
I don't understand why have grease on my hands.
The door's locked shut, but the handle is cold, so it hasn't been used.
This makes no sense.
Locked.
I wonder if what's happening in there has something to do with this Tony character.
Like,
The door's blocked by all that wood.
so my hands are greasy. And what does that do? It doesn't make sense. Like, am I gonna go stick my hands on the vent and that will be enough to make it smell like something? So that they decide to... I mean, yeah. Yeah, I'm just scratching my head here. I have no clue. And see, this looks like this is open now.
Locked.
I wonder if what's happening in there has something to do with this Tony character.
But that's not the same area. And I didn't get any item. So, highly unlikely. But we'll climb up here and see if they smell something. This game needs some serious hints. If you're gonna make a game this
I can still see Spalacci and
insanely...
Fingers in the office. If I could just get them to leave, I might be able to grab the manuscript.
Like, if you were gonna have a game that is just crazily just obscure, you've gotta... You need to hint me here. Because I have no clue. Why would I want to go back to the salami shop? What could I get over there? It feels like I already got a salami and an apron, and none of the other areas have had 2 items to collect. So, like, maybe we could talk to this guy.
Hey there, fellow worker.
You again? What now?
He's got nothing new to say. And I can pick up some ice.
I've already got 1 piece of ice. Carrying more will make my pants wet.
And, okay, so we found ice. That might, like, maybe I use the ice to put the fire out to then get the meat. The music's playing. The ice is melting. So it changed from ice into melted ice. I'm melting ice with this.
No way am I doing that.
It's nearly melted ice.
I'm greased up already, so I don't need to touch it again.
Am I really supposed to carry the ice all the way to...
There's meat hanging from the ceiling, dripping fat onto the floor. I'm greased up already, so I don't need to touch it again.
And we're not supposed to just start the meat on fire. That wouldn't make sense. Alright. And I don't think these machine safety keys would unlock any of these.
Using that won't work.
And I don't think we're moving that... So the way this is set up, I'm guessing what I'm supposed to do is get a piece of ice and run to the bone crusher. And then from the bone crusher, let's see, the music is playing and we are running. Freezer from this on this.
I am not gonna do that.
Well, it's mostly... We still probably got plenty of time though.
The forklift truck appears to be dead. No lights, nothing.
Climb up. Climb up. Climb up. Maybe if I get the ice on there, the floor will melt.
Using that won't work.
Seriously, what in the world am I supposed to do with this?
That's not quite right.
Just... I'm gonna go ahead and set this in the keys.
I put the keys back in the bone cruncher.
And then the ice is gone. I'm gonna have to look up the answer again. I already know I am. It's like, it doesn't... The only other thing I can even think of is you get some ice here. And then you run this way. And then you run this way. And then you run this way. And you get back into the deli.
Chico will see that I'm wearing his apron. I need to stay away from here unless I want to become the next Martino Vintage.
So we know that's not right. And there's nothing to click on over here. And see, I fully would be willing to believe that there's some small pixel thing I've missed, or that there's an entire section that I've somehow missed, but that
The shutter's
it
locked.
doesn't really
I'm
help.
going that way.
It doesn't really help at all. So let's just bring up on my phone the walkthrough. We'll start in the ice, and we'll see what we're missing here. We already did that section. We've already done that. We've done that. We've done that. Alright. We've done that. Let's see. Climb the stairs past the conveyor belt. Go left of the hanging pegs and... What? It says climb the stairs past the conveyor belt. What are they talking about, conveyor belt? Here's the conveyor belt. It's just something sitting there. Why does this keep happening? Well, I can tell you exactly why it keeps happening. Because most games cheat at things like this. And the things you're supposed to click on are large and they're of a different color palette. And they stand out to a natural human eye. None of the things that I've had trouble finding have done that so far in this game. So I'm supposed to do this. And that makes sense. Like, no duh, I figured we would probably do something like this. But in what way does that help anything? Like, we conveyor the pig. Does the conveyored pig move into this section? No. Why would it? Does it move into the other section? So we found the one thing we were missing, that I once again have had to cheat to find, and I don't feel too bad about cheating it anyways, because it's just pixel hunting. It's not really strategy here. If the game is going to tell me I'm bad at finding things that are hidden in a 3D environment full of things, then fine. I am willing to accept that assessment of my gameplay ability. But this is also why 2D is kind of the preferred way to do point-and-click adventure games. is because when you have a screen that is only a little bit bigger than this screen is right here, you can't wander around a lot. And because you can't wander around a lot, you kind of know that... Let's see. I don't have any control, by the way, of the pigs. Or the control cursor while this is happening. So I'm not exactly sure what we're doing here. Like... None of these pigs seem like they're doing any different. And you can't even look at the thing. You just push the button. This on the pig. Is there some pixel? Something I'm supposed to do? Some gateway? So I missed something. So I just need to go back to the... I need to go back and reread further. Because here's the gate right here. And I don't see any icon telling me to open that. I need to go back and reread and see what the thing wants me to do. Climb down the stairs and past the conveyor belt. Go to the left on the hanging pigs and see the control panel. Click the panel to see the hanging pigs move on the overhead carousel. Go left and see that the earlier closed shutter is open with the green lit top. So the walkthrough here is not even helping me. It just told me to do that, even though that had nothing to do with anything. It says go in here into the smoking room. And yeah, this walkthrough that I've found just wants you to do everything. We're in the smoking room. Let's see. Get the grease on hands when the pork being smoked is touched. Use the fireproof blanket
I'm greased up already, so I don't need to touch it again.
to pick up the smoldering log by George's left foot and get the fire blanket holding smoldering wood. There it is. Couldn't pick up this log, couldn't pick up this log, couldn't pick up any of these logs, couldn't pick up this log, couldn't pick up this log, couldn't pick up any of this. It's just this one right here. That's not fair game design at all.
I can hardly feel the heat of the wood through the blanket.
So we have a smoldering piece of wood. And so, unless it needs ice also, which I don't think it does, we kind of know what we're doing now. We put this in that air vent, and because of the air vent, smoke will fill up the room. And it seems like the carousel with the pigs and the ice, at least for now, have no purpose at all. Is that in line with what we've seen with the rest of the game? No, not really. That we haven't seen entire sections of things not prove to be useful, but we may very quickly find out that there's something else they want us to do. So we put this here.
The wood's smoldering in the air vent, but only a small amount's going into the room. I need to make more.
So I think we can probably guess that the ice is the other thing we need, because that wouldn't, nothing else would make sense. Come on, run through all of this. It's an awkward awkward area to run through with that extra doorway. If they had just knocked that hallway out, that would have worked better, but I bet the games PCs of the day couldn't handle it, animating that far. Right. But then we have another awkward doorway right here, and now I'm having awkwardness trying to pick up the ice. It's just a non-stop amount of awkwardness. Click and then roll. Click and then roll. I was trying to hold down the button. I think that's a problem. That I need to just click and then roll the mouse wheel. Even though holding down the button sort of works. Ice is melting. Quickly, quickly. Come on.
The forklift truck appears to be dead. No lights, nothing.
Don't waste my time, please. Please work, game. Please work. Ice. There.
Ah, that smoke. Don't you just love it? The smell of Naples herself in a salami. Who'd have thunk it, huh? But hey, you can have too much of a good thing, right? What say we, all head down to the club and celebrate our little success?
For God's sake, yes.
Look how short that guy is. And he's just a normal looking
Hey,
good
Tony,
instead
how's
of
it hanging, Tony?
instead
you guys
of
finish up now and head home, you hear?
What
like
about the new guy?
something really
What
weird.
new guy?
Fella started just now.
Ah, let him be. Hey, he ain't gonna starve, right?
Fingers and the other guys are leaving. Now's my chance to get the manuscript.
It's quite a large facility, considering everything that for nobody to actually be working at it. Well, that was a huge pain in the butt, but we got it done. That's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.